and then go home and dump it on him, because I thought, man, Matt's a Navy SEAL, he's seen everything I've seen, he should be able to take this. And then he lost 3 of the guys that he served with in Afghanistan, and I started watching it just slowly unravel and slowly unravel. And then he called one night and I was on the road and I couldn't be there, and the next morning they found him dead. And so the things that people don't want to talk about is that adrenaline is a hell of a drug. And when you are doing missions every day, especially in Afghanistan or Iraq, and you're chasing high-value targets, and you're doing these things that they call secret squirrel missions and scuba bubble missions and all this, your adrenaline level is higher than probably any drug on the face of this earth can ever get you. And sometimes when you come home, you chase that. You chase that adrenaline. And so when Matt's toxicology report was done, he had cocaine, steroids, and alcohol in his system. Nobody wants to talk about that. Now, everybody wants to remember, hey, he was a veteran, he was an honorable man. Just because that happened doesn't mean he wasn't an honorable man or he wasn't a great veteran. It meant that we felt him as a society. We felt him as a government. We felt him as a VA. We should have been able and ready to accept him when he came home, no matter how he came home. But that wasn't there. And again, all these other things made him feel like he wasn't worthy of the hero status, or he wasn't worthy of being looked up to for what he had done. And sometimes that ends exactly that way. 2 weeks ago, we lost another one of our brothers. A good friend of mine, Daniel Dean. He's a Marine sniper. He was on the TV show Ultimate Survival Alaska. I don't know if anybody's seen that show. He was the Marine sniper on the team. His cousin killed himself a week ago, and we brought him to Nashville and sat there and talked with him for hours. And thought he got it. I've done this for 10 years. I've never looked in somebody's face and thought they got it more than this kid did. He lasted 3 weeks home. And he killed himself at his grandparents' house. So this is at this point, like I said, I've been through extreme combat for the entire time I was in the Marine Corps, and I've lost more friends officially to suicide than I have to combat. That's bullshit. Excuse my language, but that's bullshit. You make it home? I couldn't sit here and talk about it if I haven't been in that room myself. Because I've been there. Shotgun in mouth, trying to figure out how to make it happen. If I didn't have the dog that I have, she broke the door down to get to me. And it gave me that moment of clarity to realize, you know what, I didn't make it home through all the stuff that I've been through to end it here. But when you start talking about veteran suicide, you also got to start talking about something that nobody in our government or anyone else wants to talk about, which is misappropriation of medication. We throw medication at veterans like it is trick or treat. Here, try this, here, try this, here, try this. At the time that I was at my worst, I was on 3 different medications that should have never been prescribed together. Zoloft, Ambien, and hydrocodone. But the 3 of my doctors were not talking to each other. So they didn't know what I was prescribed. Now that's happening every day. Post-traumatic stress is not depression. It's a scar on your memory that you have to get past through talking. When they hand you an antidepressant and your brain is functioning normally and you introduce that into your brain, you've taken someone who has post-traumatic stress and you've made them depressed. Good job. It's a perfect soup for suicide. And so we wrote this song. It's called Whiskey on the Ground, because as songwriters and as someone who has a platform, I'm not going to steer away from the things that aren't sexy or pretty about being a veteran. We're going to bring it to you because you might not know about it. Like I just said earlier, nobody knew that Willie Nelson had broke his back in Afghanistan. Or in Air Force. But a lot of people, don't know that we're losing 22 veterans a day. So this is called Whiskey on the Ground. I'm going to try to get through this. This is really, yeah.
Look, the door's on you.
Sitting here half drunk, and my gums are numb. It's few of the vices I have. Between the cocaine and whiskey, well, they're both half in me. The strangers asleep on the bed. The hot sun cuts through the window as I reach for my pack of smokes. If you live the hell that I've been through, maybe you try to hide from it too. Yeah, I'm chasing demons one shot at a time. It's when I'm stone sober they live in my mind, taking me places I don't wanna be, showing me things that I don't need to see. The next time I'm sober I'll be 6 foot down, but even then it still won't be over. Pour some whiskey on the ground, whiskey on the ground. When I came home they said I needed help. The pills and this alcohol don't mix too well, so I pushed the people who love me away. With no hesitation I self-medicate. Well, your PhD, man, that don't mean a thing, unless you held a rifle out there next to me. And I'm chasing demons one shot at a time. So when I'm stone sober they live in my mind, taking me places I don't wanna be, showing me things that I don't wanna see. The next time I'm sober I'll be 6 foot down, but even then it still won't be over. Pour some whiskey on the ground, yeah, whiskey on the ground. Yeah, I'm chasing demons one shot at a time. So when I'm stone sober they live in my mind, taking me places I don't wanna be, showing me things that I don't need to see. The next time I'm sober I'll be 6 foot down, but even then it still won't be over. Pour some whiskey on the ground, whiskey on the ground. Pour some whiskey on the ground, whiskey on the ground. If you know anybody suffering with post-traumatic stress, y'all, please let them know that we're the ones that hurt a lot worse after they're gone. So if they love someone here, they shouldn't do it.